and it was in this position that the best move was. But before we get directly into the position, let's see the game. I won't stress into each move, I'll just show you the moves so that you know how the position appeared on the board. So let's start. White opens with d4, d5, c4, and black takes d into c4. The queen's gambit accepted, e3, knight f6, and white recaptures the pawn and activates his bishop. e6, knight to f3, c5, trying to attack on the center, castles, a6. Now he's going to play b5, so white takes his bishop back, knight bd7, queen e2, b5, and now white plays a4, now attacking this pawn structure. c4 counter-attacks the bishop, bishop to c2, bishop to b7, and now black has defended his rook. e4 takes control of the center, bishop e7, bishop to g5, some developing moves. Black's queen comes in the game, rook f1, rook fe8, e5, black's knight comes on d5, but after bishop in d7, black takes his knight back, and now white's knight comes on d6 and sits there. It looks very strong there. Rook f8, here white plays rook to a3, and let's see what's white's plan. f5, knight to h4, knight c8, black wants to remove this knight, white has to exchange it because there's no defense. Knight g6, queen d8, and now this rook comes to g3, so it comes to g3 in only 2 moves, and now it's attacking the king. Black tries to exchange the knights, but white is attacking, so he doesn't want to trade. Rook a7, black also tries to defend this pawn by playing his rook to a7. Queen d2, now it looks like he can capture queen into h6 if this knight is moved. So black plays king h8, h4, white pushes his pawn forward, queen h4, black is also counter-attacking, and now white shifts his rook to the queen side, and black has got an advanced pawn. But after a few moves, this pawn becomes a target. But in the next few moves, white shifts his target to the e6 pawn, and the c3 pawn is also under attack. So black cannot defend everything. Black plays rook to c6, and white pins this rook. But black plays queen to d8, and now after bishop into c6, black also collects the rook. Bishop into a8, rook into a8, and after all this process, even though black has saved his rook, white gains this pawn, and now he has a pawn extra, and black's pieces are very passive, so white is better. Rook d8, rook d1, queen b7, g3. They advance the position, and they might sacrifice his pawn. He has to take it with the pawn, he can't take it with the queen. And then white takes this pawn, and now he's got his queen to the king side, and now his plan will be to promote this pawn. d4, e6, rook e8, rook d1, and white collects this pawn. So now black doesn't have counter-attacking chances. He has to defend this pawn. Knight g5, rook d7, counter-attacking the queen. Queen moves to c6, and it was in this position that the best move was queen to f7 check. Knight can take the queen, but white can recapture with e into f7. If he goes to f8, then there's knight g6, king has no squares. He has to sacrifice his queen, and this is winning for white. If he goes to h7, now if you capture the rook, you don't want to promote into a queen, because if you do so, there's queen to h1. King into h1 is the only move, and it's a stalemate. So here the idea is to capture the rook, but promote into a bishop. And now queen h1 doesn't work, because this is not a queen and it doesn't defend these squares. But what happens if he tries to give checks, and he might repeat the position? You just play king to h2, there are no checks, and these 3 pieces are very strong for one queen, and his king is also on the last rank, so it will be more trouble for black, and white is completely winning. But in the game, white missed it. He played e7, which equalizes the position. Black went on to give a lot of checks, and after 30 moves, the game ended in a draw. I won't go too much in detail in that position. So yeah, white had a big opportunity to underpromote into a bishop. Normally we only see this in studies, but it came in a real game, and he could have won the match, but the game ended in a draw. So I hope you enjoyed the game. This is It Requires Chess. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.